All right. So the biggest problem that I see in the gym right now with regards to hypertrophy training or bodybuilding training, hands down, junk volume. It's not even close. Like nothing comes close to that. So what is junk volume? Junk volume is essentially unnecessary work, extra sets, extra reps, extra exercises that are just unnecessary to elicit the adaptation that you're trying to get to stimulate the muscle growth that you're trying to achieve with your workout plan. You know, a lot of this isn't the individual's fault, but the two primary reasons for junk volume. Number one, lack of intensity, not training close enough to failure. Proximity to failure means you're getting stimulating reps. These are the reps that actually count. Those happen when you're at approximately 85% of your potential for that given set in a workout. Sure, you could get there with higher reps and lighter weight. You can also get there with lower reps and higher intensity, but you still have to get to that point. Most people quit right when they get there and things become hard and it starts to feel difficult. And this could either be a technical thing, it could be fatigue, it could be central nervous fatigue, it could be a lot of things, but most people just quit when it starts, and that's the problem. And then that means they don't feel like they're getting the workout done until they've done more work. The problem with more work is more volume becomes more stress. More stress is harder to recover from. More fatigue, more central fatigue. You can only work out as hard as you can recover. So more and more volume is not always good. It can actually have the reverse effect. It can be more detrimental. So doing more work just for the sake of doing more work, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I love high volume training. I love the pump. I love getting that sensation. But again, it's a sensation. It doesn't necessarily mean it's doing what we think it is. So, focusing on training at a proximity to failure at a high enough intensity to actually get those stimulating reps, that's the key, right? The other thing is exercise selection. Most people don't understand resistance profiles and strength curves of the muscles. So essentially, people are doing redundant exercises for the same body part, right? Where one might have a good strength profile and the other one might have a really shitty one, right? So you should have just done more of the first one because that was working. And now you're doing a second exercise that targets the same muscle and the same range of motion, but it has a shittier profile. It would have been better to just do more of the first one. And a lot of times this is just because we're copying what other people have done before us. We see things on YouTube, we see things on TikTok, and maybe we're looking at what Arnold used to do. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's better, right? More is not always better. Better is better. Training intensity is number one. Exercise selection is number two. And those two combined leads to a bunch of junk volume.